or any kind of animal products, rather it is made of mushroom. And it's totally vegetarian, it's totally vegan, and it's one of the finest products that we have already introduced, and we'll be looking forward to introduce our burger and other ready-to-eat products in the overseas markets as well, very soon. Now, if you look at the growth of our production efforts, actually, in 2011 we have already started our efforts in the construction of this manufacturing facility. By this year, we will initiate it. By next year, we'll start our production already in Morocco, and it will be held in, it will be located in Meknes, Morocco. In addition, we are also looking at having our cultivation. We have acquired around 50 acres of land to start our cultivation of herbs and other raw materials in Morocco. If you think that is not enough, we are in the process of acquiring almost 50 hectares of land in Saudi Arabia. So very soon we'll be having a production facility and also a farm located here in Saudi Arabia. Is there anybody from Saudi here?
Yes.
Okay, so congratulations. So very soon you'll be having the opportunity to visit our facility in Saudi Arabia. So we'll have two facilities located in the Arab market to cater the entire Arab community. The one in Morocco is going to cater the North African and also the European community, European market that we have. If you think that is not enough, we are actually coming up with, in addition, we are coming up with a new facility in South America, in Peru. In Peru, we have already acquired a land that's over 40,000 square meters in the industrial park. And this year we'll start the production. We'll start the construction, and by next year we'll start the production already. And if you think that is also not enough, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming up with a big piece of land we have acquired. The government was offering us around 100,000, but initially, we started off with only 10,000, and that's happening in a country called Guyana. How many of you know where is Guyana?
I don't know.
Guyana is actually part of the Caribbean. Although it's in South America, it's beside Venezuela. And it's a small country actually, a country with less than a million population. But the beauty of Guyana is that it has the same weather that of Malaysia. It's very tropical, and it has rivers flowing inside, backwaters, beautiful, very rich, very resourceful. And we are going to start with setting up an organic mega farming project in Guyana. Over 10,000 acres of land. So the work has already started. So by next year, we will already already begin the production. So this is very close to what I was ladies and gentlemen. Recently, I was in Bolivia. In Bolivia. So I was in Bolivia. Bolivia actually it's a small country again, but it's one of the very potential DXN market we have. It has a population of over 11 million, but in terms of contribution to the DXN group's revenue, Bolivia stands number 2. Now, considering the long term and the future, we have decided to set up our production unit in Bolivia. So last few days I was there, and we are going to secure land in the industrial park in Santa Cruz. We're looking at around 50,000 square meters to set up and put up our production facility over there. So we're going to close the deal very soon. We'll start with the construction very soon, and by next year or the following, we'll start with the production already for Bolivian market. And in addition to that, we are also acquiring a farm in Bolivia very soon. So there is another project we have. We're going to acquire another big farm to produce, to cultivate ingredients also locally. And Bolivia happens to be the heart of South America. From Bolivia we can start to export products to Chile, to Argentina, to Brazil, to other markets. So these are the plans that we have and we are working on. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you think that is also not enough, we have more than 100 projects lined up now in Malaysia. And of course, DXN being a publicly listed company, we have to go through the protocols of getting the committees, going through the discussions in the committee, going through the approval from the board committees, going through the board approval, and finally the project is approved. And then we start implementing the project. So what that you've heard right now is the one that has been already approved and we are already going ahead with it. And on top of all these projects is Morocco. So Morocco is something that we have going to start and quickly initiate and get started. So Morocco is something very, very important that you have to look forward to. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, see, one of the main reasons, one of the key reasons why Congratulations. I'm very happy, I'm very excited. Morocco, of course. One of the key reasons, of course, we are decentralizing, we are localizing the operations, and we are bringing down our cultivation and production efforts internationally. That's very important because that is going to be more strategic, because in terms of cost, in terms of economy, in terms of logistics, in terms of controlling a lot of areas, which is going to make things more efficient and effective for the business to carry forward. That's very important for the company and for long-term planning. But most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, in a business of direct selling, direct selling is a business of distributors, of people. Whenever we go to a country and set up our own facility and invest into that country and looking forward to further expansion, all these efforts actually add to the sentiments, to the confidence, to the trust of people towards the company. And it's not something that it's something we can truly quantify. It is something we can observe. In the past, wherever we have set up a facility, let's take the example of India. India, when we set up the facility in India, and we set up a big unit of production, we set up a big GFP factory producing Ganoderma and coffee and beverages and cosmetics. The finance department in headquarters, they always used to question, okay, this is a big investment for a company. When is it going to be, the company, what is the ROI? When are the company expecting returns from this technology? Now, something that we need to understand. From the time that we set up the facility in India,